All right, we're back here after the nightcap, last game of the Super Saturday here at the 2021 14th Region Championship. This is the post game for the Cordia Lions. Last game that's brought to you by Go Time and Steak and Shake. This is Bluegrass Sports Nation in conjunction with We Elite and also Hometown 24. We'll bring you the press conference here for the Cordia Lions. We have with us head coach Dennis Barler. We've got Greg Brooks, Naz Welch, Donovan Stidham, and also Jago Robinson. I'll pronounce that correctly, Jago. So, if you can go ahead and take just a moment, Coach Barler, and open up and tell us your thoughts on how the game broke down here tonight and what happened out there.
I really thought that Hazard had a good game plan against us. They know we shoot the ball really well, so they kind of pressured out on us, made us take, bad shots. We took a lot of bad shots. We took deep shots that we normally don't intend to take. So he had a really good game plan. But I also thought that what we've worked on the last couple of days, we had a really good game plan. We watched the Perry and Hazard game, and they played that 1-3-1 out wide. I said that hurt them, so why not let us do it? So I thought we had a really good game plan coming out. If we could go in halftime, not down by no more than 10, I thought we had a really good shot at it. But toward the end of the game, we wore out. I mean, 6 players playing as hard as they can play, you can't ask no more out of them.
Coach, Greg was in foul trouble a lot there. What impact do you think that had on the game? I think he had 3 in the first half.
It took him out of the game. During warm-ups, he hit 10 in a row. So, we was expecting him to have a really good game shooting-wise. But, those fouls, like I said, when you've only got 6 players and you can only bring 1 in, it's very hard on a team.
And Coach, you guys made a great run. You cut it to 2. And it seemed like that's when the fatigue started to kind of set in, and the depth just kind of took over for them down the stretch. Is that a pretty fair assessment, would you say?
Yeah. We come out in the third quarter. I told them at halftime, we got to cut into this lead. We can't go into the fourth quarter down, no more than 2 or 4 points at the most. We got to cut into it. And they just exerted themselves to trying to get back to that 2-point lead, or the 2 points down. And after that, I think Greg got his 4th foul after that, and that just took all the wind out of us.
And Coach, we talked about the shooting woes all day long, but you guys were able to knock down 8 threes. Hazard knocked down 11. What did you, as far as a team, and then Hazard too, do to solve these rims today, because nobody else had much luck today besides you 2 guys?
Well, we shoot the ball really well no matter where we're at most of the time. There's sometimes that we have bad shooting nights, and I've always said with a team like we've got, you're living and dying by the 3. That's just our style right now this year. I'm not that type of coach most of the time, but with what we had to piece together, like I said, we've not even had the same team all year long. We didn't get them until probably 6 or 7 games into the season. So with what we had pieced together, that was our best bet to make the run that we made.
And Coach, last question. Well, I've got one more I'll ask you a little later, but Naz Welch, 28 more points tonight. Just hard to guard. 17 down the stretch in the fourth quarter. What is it like to coach a kid like that who, the other team's game planning against him, but they still can't do a lot about it?
There's not many teams that's been able to stop him this year. He's a beast to be reckoned with. There's no other way to put it. We've got to get, if we could get him using his right hand a little bit more. Everybody knows he's strictly left-handed. We got to get him using that right hand, getting that drive on that right hand, and maybe pulling up some. If we can get that jump shot better on him, more teams are going to have to come out on him and respect that jump shot or respect that floater to where he can get into the lane a little bit easier.
And Coach, Wade Pelfrey had 5 threes there in the first quarter. What did Hazard do to get him open?
That was our game plan. We was going to let them shoot. They shot exceptionally well that first quarter, that first half in general. Our game plan was we was going to just contest shots and make them shoot. They averaged 5 threes a game. I said 5 threes, that's 15 points. That ain't going to kill us or break us. So that was kind of our game plan, was just to let him shoot. He came out on fire and made 4 straight threes and kind of, put the nail in the coffin on that one right there.
And Naz, you go for 28 tonight, averaged over 23, I think, this season, and contention for Player of the Year here in the region. If you pull that mic up there to you, Tell us about your season, you know, now that you guys are finished, about playing in this area and what you think, what the season's held for you.
I feel like I had a really good season this year, and I'm hoping to come back next year and do the reclass year, and try to win it next year.
Okay, we'll just pass it down the line there, guys. If you can, just tell us your thoughts on the season. Go forward.
I thought I did pretty good this year, but I just need to hustle more.
Greg?
My thought on the season is that we could have had a better season than what we did. If we just focused, practiced harder, had a better defensive year than what we did.
Jago?
I think I had a okay year, but I feel like I could have turned up the whole year instead of just turning up in the playoff run.
Very good.
And Coach, this is something I've asked pretty much everybody today, and Nas touched on it a little bit. You guys have some young kids, but you've got quite a few seniors on your roster. But this new law that's passed, they're just waiting on governor's signature. How's it not only going to change the landscape of your team, but how will it affect the region in general, do you feel?
I think that if the majority of the people that's supposed to come back should come back, I mean, everybody in this region knows who's able to come back and who's not. That's no secret. If everybody decides to come back, that wants to come back or that needs to come back, this region right here will probably be one of the top regions, you know, around. Because we've got a really good region this year, and if everybody comes back with what, you know, all the young pieces they've got, it's gonna be hard to compete with us. I mean, and it's day in and day out. So, you know, if we can get some young pieces to come in along with, I think we got 3 that can stay back. If we can get some young pieces to come in with them, with the experience they got this year, even though they were seniors, this was their first year ever playing varsity ball. I mean, they've dressed varsity or they might have played JV, but this is their first year ever playing. So it's like coaching a bunch of freshmen. Other than Nas, he was the only one. I know Greg played up in New York as a 7th grader up there, but, you know, it's different down here. And he realized that real quick after about 2 or 3 games. He realized and he adjusted his game to that. But if we could bring back everybody that we can bring back and bring in some young core, I think we can compete with the best of them next year.
Okay, Cordia Lions, guys, thank you for coming out. Great year this season. We appreciate you guys, and we wish you the best going forward.
Thank you.